Now, what is a control structure? These are the control structures. And we are going to look at control structures in Java. When you talk about control structures in Java, we have three types of control structures. In all the programming languages, they don't change. We have sequential. When you talk about something sequential, it's something happening one after the other, step by step, step by step. You complete one step, you move to the other step. You complete one step, you move to the other step. Then we have selection. Selection control structure is whereby a certain condition has to be met. A certain condition has to be met. For example, you need to print a program, maybe to print age. Then you write if age greater than 18, then just writing a simple output print else you find, if you look at this example here, the one I'm trying to write, today we shall use the NetBeans to do some programming. If age is greater than 18, so anyone who has past 18 years will be allowed to pass. So there is a selection. Else, if your age is not greater than 18, it's allowed. So this we call it selection. Then we have iterative or looping. With iterative programs, they keep on the system keep on running until, if at all the condition is true. If at all a certain condition is true, a certain program or statement keeps on running. And here it's where we have things like while loop. We have things like do while loop. And we have things like for loop. And here for the selection, it's where we have the if, comma, we have the if else, comma, then we have if else if statements. Then this sequential is just a normal way of writing a program. Good. So today I want us to start with selection. Previously, we have been doing a lot of sequential. And today I want us to start with selection. Now, I want to start with if else condition. Java supports the usual logical conditions from mathematics. We have less than, A is less than B. We have less than or equals to, A is less than or equals to B. We have greater than B. Then we have greater than or equal to. We have equal to, the equal to sign. Then we have not equal to. You remember, these are most of the symbols that you'll be using. You remember when we were looking at operators last week, we said we have logical operators, we have comparison. These are comparison operators less than. If A is less than B, so if A is less than or equals to B, if A is greater than B, if A is greater than or equals to B, if A is equals to B, and if A not equal to B. Now you can use these conditions to perform different actions for different decisions. You can use these conditions to perform different actions for different decisions. Java has the following conditions. Java has the following condition. We have use if, not this. Use if to specify a block of code to be executed. Use if to specify a block of code to be executed. If a specified condition is true, use if to specify a block of code to be executed if a specified condition is true. Now, use else to specify a block of code to be executed if the same condition is false. Use else to specify a block of code to be executed if the same condition is false. Now, use else if to specify a new condition. Use else if to specify a new condition to test if the first condition is false. And you can use switch to specify many alternative block of code to be executed. Now, let's look at the if statement. The if statement. If statement. Use the if statement to specify a block of code, a block of Java code to be executed if the condition is true. You're using if. If at all the condition is true, you're going to use the if. Syntax. Note this syntax. If we have condition, then a block of code, then you close. Note, if is in lowercase letter. If is in lowercase letter. Uppercase letter, if or if will generate an error. So Java is case sensitive. And Java is case sensitive, and it recognizes both capital letters and lowercase letters as different. Now, if the condition is true, the block of the code will be executed. If the condition is false, the block of code will not be executed. So, look here. In the above example, we test two values to find out if 20 is greater than 18. If the condition is true, print some text. If the condition is true, you print some text. Example, if 20 is greater than 18, if 20 is greater than 18, system.out.println 20 is greater than 18. Now, what are we testing? Remember, this is the if syntax. If condition is true, the statement below will be executed. Now, is 20 greater than 18? True or false? One of you can unmute the screen, the microphone. Is 20 greater than 18? True or false? Yes, if 20 is greater than 18, so you get a statement 20 is greater than 18. 20 is greater than 18. Good. Now I want to share. I will install NetBeans. I'll install NetBeans that we try to code today. Just a minute. Just a minute as we continue. What we are trying to explain here Let me test something. That is how you are supposed to write that program. You start with the public class, my class. Remember, we said the class will always start with a capital letter. Then your main. Then you put your if statement. If 20 is greater than 18, you open system.out 20 is greater than 18. And this is obvious. So the output will be 20 is greater than 18. That is the if statement. If statement. Now, I want to give you a trial. I want to give you something to try. With only one condition. With only one condition. Just a minute. Just a minute. Now, if you have a question, you can ask. If you have a question, you can ask. Remember, we want to make this now. I want you to write for me a Java program. Are you not this? Write a Java program. Are you writing in your books? Not this. Write a Java program to determine whether a number is negative or positive. A Java program to determine whether a number is negative or positive. But I'll give you the number. I'll give you the number. I'll give you the number. No, write a Java program to determine if a number is positive. If a number is positive, and the number is number is equals to 10. That is the number you are going to declare. But you are going to use the if statement to determine if your number is positive. Write a program using if statement to determine if a number is positive. It will print a statement, the number is positive, but the number has a counter. The number is 10. Number is 10. I've assigned the value of number to be 10. The Java program. Number is positive. Are we together? Type yes if you are together. I want that code written because there's something I want to test whether you are understanding. Yes, good. Type that code, display it there. Then I'll tell you what I will be sharing. In the meantime, I'll be sharing to you our schedule, how our schedule should look like for today. How our schedule should look like for today. I want to see many of you type first of all in your book, then a simple program. The number is positive, and we have a counter. to ask yourself, for positive, it has greater. Yes, right, sharing the schedule. A disappointment. Yes, I'm waiting for that answer. I'm waiting for that answer. Yes, I can see what you are doing. I can see what you are doing. Yes, I'm waiting for your answers. I can see what many of you are posting. I can see what many of you are posting. Good. Sorry, my internet is misbehaving. Now is okay. Let me, yes. Good. You're doing a good work. They want us to finish selection. Let me be a bit fast because I don't know how the internet will behave. Good. Now, good. All of you have done something well. Now, what I expected was this. What I expected was this. I'll write it here. This is what I expected. my answer. You have a class, you can call it class if statement. Then you start your main. Int number is equals to 10. Then a comment. Check if the number is greater than 0. If number is greater than 0, open in brace, system.out.println, the number is positive. For a number to be positive, it has to be greater than 0, but you find it will start from 0 up to 10. Cannot exceed 10. Then this is an optional statement. System.out, this statement is always executed. You can see many of you did that. This is what I expected, whatever I'm highlighting. Good. Now, that's the if. We can also test two variables. We have int 20 is equals to, int x is equals to 20. Int y is equals to 18. If y is greater than 18, system.out, x is greater than y. If x is greater than y, system.out. Now, if you run this example, what will be the output? One of you can tell us, unmute your microphone and tell us, if you run this example, what will be your output? If you run this example, what will be your output? I'm talking to you. One of you. Gakungu. Maybe you can tell us what will be the output of this example. Remember, don't move out of big blue button because I'm taking your attendance both here and I did request your friend who are in and they have left to join because I have to take two attendance. I have to take two attendance, one in the big blue button and the other one in the portal. Now, I'm asking what will be the output? Jerry? Yeah, x is greater than y. X is greater than y. That will be the output. Good. Let us continue. Let us continue. I want us to finish this, then we do other things. Now, this is the example explained. In the above example, we use two variables, that is x and y, to test whether x is greater than y using the greater than operator. As x is 20 and y is 18. And we know that 20 is greater than 18. We print to the screen that x is greater than y. Then let's look at the else statement. Else statement goes hand in hand with if. I saw someone include else statement, which is okay. But now we use the else statement to specify a block of code to be executed if the condition is false. Remember, the statement in if will be executed if the condition is true. If the condition is false, the statement in else will be executed. So if is true, else is false. And the syntax is if condition, block of code to be executed if the condition is true, else block of code to be executed if the condition is false. This one here, this is a syntax. Example. We have int time is equals to 20. If time is greater than 18, system.out, good day. System.out.println, good evening. So the time is 20. We want to evaluate the statement, whether this statement on if here will be executed. If time is less than 20, is 20 less than 18? It's false. So this statement will not be executed. else, good evening. Else, good evening. So you see how the statement in else will be executed if the condition is false. But the statement in the if action will be executed if the condition is true. So you need to note that. And if I try to explain this example here, we are saying in the above example, time 20 is greater than 18. So the condition is false. Because of this, we move to the else condition and print to the screen, good evening. If the time was less than 10, the program would print good day. So I hope you have understood when the statement in the if section is printed and when the statement in the else statement is printed. I hope you have understood that. I want to draw an example to you and see what you can do. Example and see what you can do. Now, before we continue with an example, I want you to write for me the syntax, both the syntax. Type the syntax of if-else statement. The syntax. I want to type the syntax if-else statement because if you understand the syntax, you'll have a lot of trouble. Can you type the syntax of the if-else statement? If-else statement. Write the syntax there. Then we do an example. Then we see what next. Yes, I want to see you typing. I want to see you typing so that I give you an example. I can see the answer. Good. Now, I want you to think of a program. You have been taught to write a Java program that will print a message whether a person is an integer, no, whether a person is an adult or not. For you to be allowed to enter, maybe somewhere you must have 18 years old. So this message, this program should print adult or a teenager. Adult is above 18, teenager is less than 18. So you need to have a static age. Then you determine this person an integer or an adult. Are we together? Write that program, Java program, to determine whether a person is an integer or not, so that we can look at if, else, if quickly. Write that. If you are together, type yes. I can see your syntax are okay. Syntax are okay. So you should be able to write a program that will print a message, adult or teenager. I want to see you typing quickly. A full program. You must start by defining the class, the main program. Yeah, I can see some of you are including comments, which is a good thing. Good. Try that program. Program that will evaluate the age. Then after evaluating the age, it will tell you whether you are an adult or a teenager. Yes, continue writing, continue writing. Later on, I'll take your attendance. Later on, I'll take your attendance. Yes, I can see many of you are attempting. Keep on attempting. Nataka tumalize selection leo, then we do a lot of questions and discussions, so that next week we look. Remember, the semester is ending at 28th August. Are you aware of that? The semester is ending at 28th August. Andika tu pole pole, type just slowly, then Matthew, unmute your microphone. I'm talking to you. Unmute your microphone and talk. The program that you have posted is wrong. Why is it wrong? Huh? Now, kindly, those who are typing, yes, I can say, number is greater than 0, 70% is. No, this is wrong. Kenya, this is wrong. Henry, no, you don't know how to use operators. You need to know how to use operators, relational operators. Now, let me share here. I don't know whether you can see. Let's be together. Yes, intage if r dot is less than or equals to. No, you cannot say if r dot should be age, because remember here you declared age. Don't know, this is wrong. This is wrong. Ibrahim, stop typing for now. Let me explain. You see, this is the right program that Karin has sent. You come and declare your class, give it a name, open. Then you come here, your main method, you declare age and assign it 18. 18 will be a determinant. 18 will be a determinant. Now, if age is greater than 18, this is an adult, else a child. Simple. This is the correct program. This one. This one. This is the correct program. I hope you have seen that is the correct program. Let us continue. Good. The else if statement. Remember, so far we have looked at if and we have looked at the else if statement. Now, use the else if statement to specify a new condition if the first condition is false. Use the else if statement to specify a new condition if the first condition is false. The syntax is if condition, then you type a block of code to be executed if condition 1 is true, else if condition 2, a block of code to be executed if condition 1 is false and condition 2 is true. Remember, for the if else, the if statement will be executed if the condition is true. Else statement will be executed if the condition is false. Here now we have if else, if else. If the block of code will be executed if the condition is true for the if statement. Else if the block of code will be executed if the condition is false and condition 2 is true. Else, the block of code is executed if the condition 1 is false and condition 2 is false. For the else statement here, it will be executed if both condition 1 is false and condition 2 is false. For the if, must be true, will be executed. Then the else if will be executed if condition 1 is false and condition 2 is true. Note this syntax. Write it in your book that you're using. Note this. This syntax is very important. Write it. I want us to finish selection today. And we have some more time for, I'll share with you what is expected for us online. Have you noted this syntax? Let's look at an example now. We have time. Then time, we have given it a value of 22. Now, if time is less than 10, system.out, good morning. Else, time is less than 20, print good day. Now, if we have if, we have else if, and we have else. Now, I want this one student who has good internet, who is not afraid of talking. Who's not afraid of talking? As I can see, many students have posted the right answer. Henry, can you hear me? Unmute your microphone. Unmute your microphone. Kinyua, unmute your microphone. Can you unmute your microphone? Okay, no one wants to unmute. Who is this? Karin, unmute your microphone. Hakuna mtu anataka kuongea. Ndungu, unmute your microphone. I want to ask a question. Yes, can you talk? Can you hear me? Okay, then how do we continue if you're not responding? Cannot be talking throughout and you're not talking.
Yes.
Rude. Okay, good. Now, Kenya, what I want you to do, I want you to look at this program. We have declared int time. You take us through the program. Can I zoom a little bit? Can you see it? Can you see it, or I zoom a little bit?
Yes, I can see.
Yeah, take us through. Tell us how is the system working, or how is this program working, or what need to be done, or what to be the output. We have two variables there, time. We have a variable time. We have given it value of 22. Tell us, and also the other student, I want to hear you react. What would be the output and why? Yes?
Okay, let me first understand it.
Yes, go through it. Yes, go through it. Umeisoma? Have you gone through it?
Yes, but I'm not understanding.
Good. Let me explain. Who else is understanding? Who else is understanding? Who can unmute the microphone and talk? No, I don't want you to type. Talk. Talk. Dungu. Now, what we have said, if you look at this example very well, what we have said, we have said the statement in if, remember this is an if else if statement. This statement will be executed if this condition is true. Note that. And can you explain after this? I'm explaining to you so that you can explain. We have declared time here and given it a value of 22. Then we come here and test the condition. The statement below will be executed if this condition is true. The statement in else if will be executed if condition 1 is false and condition 2 is true. Then the statement in the else will be printed if both condition in 1 and 2 are false. Simple. Look here, we have time, which is 22. Is 22 less than 10? Is 22 less than 10? And am I talking to stones?
No.
Yeah. 22 is not less than 10. So this condition is false. So this statement will not be printed. Are we together? Then you come the other condition. Time is 22. Is 22 less than 20? 20? Is 22 less than 20? No. So this condition again, it will not be printed. So the output will be good evening. Good evening. Meshika, I welcome you for questions. Remember, if you don't say present in your attendance, I'll not tick you. Now, I'm welcoming questions so that we continue. Lazima tutaka tumalizie hii part and we do something else. Type yes if you have understood. Type yes if you have understood. Yes, that's good. Have you understood now? Good. Let's look at the other thing. Now, let me explain that example. In the above example, time is 22. 22 is greater than 10, so the first condition is false. The next condition in the else if statement, also false. So we move on to the else says the condition 1 and 2 are false and print good evening. Now, however, if the time was 14, our program would print good day. Then we have ternary operator, shorthand if else. There is also a shorthand if else, which is known as ternary operator because it consists 3 operands. You can have 3 operator with 3 operands is called a ternary operator. An operator with 2 operands is called a binary operator, and an operator with 1 operand is called a unary operator. It can be used consists of 3 operands. It can be used to replace multiple lines of code with a single line. It is often used to replace simple if-else statement. We have the syntax. Variable is equals condition. Expression true, expression false. Now, instead of writing int time is equals to 20, if time is less than 20, system.out dot println good evening, what we had written. You can simply write int time is equals to 20. String result is equals to time less than 18. Put a question mark. Remember, this is a ternary operator with 3 operators. Good day, quotation, then good evening. system.out results. Now, we have a simple exercise here. Print hello world if x is greater than y. Print hello world if x is greater than y. So what do we put here? What do we put here? I'm talking to you. Yes?
Okay, the first box we put if. Then the second one we put the greater than operator.
Very good, very good. If, and the other one is greater than. Very good, very good. Now, we are doing well. I want us to check the attendance. Remember, I saw Rumona, she came and she left. Mina mweka absent. So I'll call your name. If you don't say present, and if your neighbor does not say present for you, I'll not tick you because I don't know where you are. Let me check the attendance, then we see what we can do next. No, these notes, you can get them. These are, I've shared them in the portal. Again, you can do practicals using the tutorial, W3 Schools, which is easy for you to study at home. Then again, for those of you who have laptop, you can download NetBeans. Download NetBeans and you start coding. Let me check the attendance, then I tell you the next step, what we shall do. Nzioki Alexa. Na kama umeona rafiki yako maybe microphone yake haifanyi, unaweza sema present kama ako kwa nini, kwa class. On to Austin. Kenya Beatrice. Kenya Beatrice.
Present.
Otieno Derek. Ngira Francisca.
Present.
Huko unaongea. You are not talking in class. But sasa hiyo unaongea. Ibrahim Abdishakur. Matthew Inyumiri. I'm seeing him and he's not talking. John Bugwa. Musyoki. Samuel had excused himself. Kakungu Dungu. Karin Jerry.
Present.
Henry Ochieng. Ibrahim Ogemba. Bernard Omutaka. Bati Rumona. Irungu Ruth.
Present.
Muongei kwa class na hapa mnaongea. Muongei nikifunza. Mutambuki Smarty. Musambi Soi. Royal Walter. Rasru Wanjiro. And Adan Ibrahim Zeni. Okay. Good. Now, I want to give you the schedule. Yes, I've taken all of you, noted. Noted. If you are present, I've checked you. Don't worry. Noted. Now, this is how e-learning works. Sharing, video conferencing, 80 minutes. I'm sharing with you. Quizzes, 20 minutes. Then we have discussion, 50 minutes. We have library time. Now, we're just about to complete our video conference, which is we are already in 70 minutes. We have around 10 minutes to go. And that's our video. Then I will be posting quiz. Quiz will take 20 minutes. I'll mark. Then I'll post a discussion. And many of you, by the way, let me tell you, you not be assessed. Remember this thing, I'm not the only one who is monitoring. You are being monitored. If you don't do the discussion, now I want you to tell me whether you know how to do a discussion or I share and show you. Do you know how to engage in a discussion? Because I've posted so many discussions and no one responds. Our discussion will take around 50 minutes. We're going to start with a quiz for 20 minutes. Then after we do the quiz, we engage in a discussion. I'll post a topic. Then that topic, I'll post a question. Then out of that question, you should be able to give me answers. You should be able to give me answers. Are we together? Type yes, because I'm checking you and I'll be recording your scores. Are we together? Can you type yes if we are together? Yes, good. Now, what I want to do, you will go in topic. Do you know how to engage yourself in discussion? To do a discussion, you only need to click on the discussion, the forum. If I've shared the forum, for example, today I'll share a forum there. Click on that forum, then you click on the reply button, type your answer there, click on the submit button. I'll see it immediately and get back to you. I'll see it immediately and get back to you. Just a minute, let me share my quiz here. I do want to share it very early. You do the quiz for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, you do the forum, then I'll gather all of you back and see what you have done. Let me share the quiz. In the meantime, you can talk to your colleagues. You can unmute and ask your friend a question. And you can ask me a question in the meantime. In case of anything, I'll be there to assist. Just a minute. For the quiz to be a program, Completing your quiz. Good. Your quiz is okay. Now I want you to switch immediately to the portal. Immediately to the portal and start the quiz immediately. Are we together? Go to the portal, start the quiz immediately, please. Start the quiz immediately. Portal, start the quiz immediately. Then after the quiz, you start the discussion immediately. You start the discussion immediately. We are looking at you'll find it in Control Structures Lesson 2. Control Structures Lesson 2. Are we together? Type yes. Okay, go to the portal and do those questions. Right now, cut, then assignment. No, quiz, then the discussion. Ibrahim, I can hear what you're asking. The link for the NetBeans. I have a setup here. Let me try to share it right now, though I don't know whether I'll be able. Let me check.
You are currently the only person in this conference.